I was literally recording about 15 minutes, but then the camera wasn't running and the mic as well. Anyways, we start from the beginning. Okay, guys, today we're gonna do a different type of episode because I'm trying to record for the past 2 days and I'm not getting it to the point. Anyways, the thing is that today we're gonna do a very short, amazing episode with one of the best beautiful questions that I got over the past 2 months. I just saved them because I love them. I'm gonna start right into the first question that comes from Sarah. Okay, so Sarah is saying, how do you start your day in a calm way? Well, how do you start your day in a calm way? First of all, we're gonna address the women. The thing is that women, their mood and their calmness, it's upon the hormonal state that they are in, upon the cycle, the menstrual cycle that they are. For the men, it's different, but because I get this question from Sarah, and usually it happens with the girls. They literally wake up not in a good mood. I don't wake up every day in a good mood. No one wakes up in a perfect mood every day, unless you're crazy. And they've said this even in the previous podcast. But what I do when I literally wake up and I don't want to go down from the bed, or I don't want to do anything apart of the thing that I'm a mother and my son will drag me out from the bed. First of all, I have to acknowledge. So I acknowledge what's happening to me, whether like, do I feel okay today? Do I feel at peace today? Do I feel like, what's my internal feeling? So if I wake up well, if I wake up like in a good mood and ready to do anything that I plan for, then it's fine. I just go with the flow. But if I wake up in a mood that I don't want to go down from the bed, or I just don't want to hear about anything, I will ask myself, how do I feel today? What bothers me? If there is nothing to bothers me, then that means this is just a feeling that comes perhaps from the emotional cycle that I'm in. I don't want to give a lot of importance to my emotional feeling because, being emotional many times is not the best thing to do. You feel weaker, you take bad decisions, you do things that perhaps you regretted later on. So when I'm in that kind of state, I say, okay, today I'm not well. I just do some breathing, and then I focus on the things that I'm grateful about. I just remind myself, okay, I wake up, what am I grateful for? And then I say, I'm healthy. My family is well. My family is healthy. We have food to eat. Thanks God. I have a car to drive. I have a business that I do. So even that's actually, the business is not that important, but my family is fine and well. We're doing well. And obviously, then I said there is no reason to feel that sad. But sometimes you have reasons, and there's a lot of people that has problems and they have a lot of reasons to be, I don't know, sad or angry. Actually not angry, because angry it's a choice, but sadness sometimes it's a choice, but sometimes, like many times, you can't avoid it. If you have something to do in your hand about the things that makes you sad, or you're not happy with, or you are in a situation where you need a job, or you need money, or you don't have food on table, you don't have where to sleep, then when you wake up in this mood, you have to know that if there is anything in your hand that day that you can do to have a better life, then just focus on that thing. Just being angry or bragging about or just being sad about won't help with anything. Okay, the next question is from Tom, and then Tom. Yeah, I say good, Tom. sounds like garlic in Arabic. Tom. Anyways, Tom, how do you deal with overwhelming thoughts, especially on tough days? Well, that's a big one, Tom. Overwhelming thoughts can feel like you're running the show. Like, one thing I've learned is that instead of fighting those thoughts, it helps just to acknowledge them. Like, it's the same thing. The same way when you wake up and you say, okay, right now I can understand. It's just like self awareness. The self awareness is the biggest key to peace, to everything that can make your life really good. Because if you're self aware of your thoughts, of what your mind is pushing you to, or your nafs, I mean your like ego pushing you through, and you say, my ego right now pushing me to be sad, my ego right now makes me think about tomorrow, like for the future, or takes you to the past. So you have to always come to the present moment, where I'm right now, what can I do right now. So the other question is, am I healthy right now? It's everything okay right now? Do I have a problem right now? If you ask yourself those questions, and actually everything is fine right now, you don't have any problem at the moment, you just acknowledge them. And do not try to push them away or anything, because it doesn't work. You just know that they are there, and as much as you try to think about, I don't know, something beautiful in the mountains, or of anything that makes you happy, there are days when it just literally goes like this. So in this time of days, you do not have to fight them, just acknowledge them. They are there. Do not act upon what your mind is saying, because your mind that's its job. I don't know how the God just made us like this. That's the job of the mind, to have rushing thoughts and thoughts that doesn't have anything to do with life. If you fight them, your energy goes low, and you'll just feel like even powerless, and you don't have any good mood. What can help as well is maybe just focusing on your breath. Always have deep breaths and try to feel your heart. Try to listen to your heart more than listening to your mind, because your mind is just crazy, but your heart, it's always, that loving part of your body that can help you to go through some bad times, tough times. As well, you can talk to a friend. Sometimes when I'm in that situation, I immediately go and talk to my friend, complain to my friend, like I take it out, whatever disturbs me on that day. And then once I take it out, I talk to my best friend. You don't have to talk to everyone around you, just one friend, that's enough. And then I'm sure you'll feel better. If you don't feel better, just go to sleep and relax. I'm sure everything will be good. Life is in moments, and we do not have to be happy every time. But you have to know, like, with this bad day, there's another day which will be like perfect. The next question is from Mahara. Can mindfulness really help with depression? Mindfulness alone can't fix depression, and if you are really struggling with depression, or you feel depressed, or you think that you can't do much about it, my advice is first of all to see a therapist, because it might really help. Mindfulness helped me to stay present. Mindfulness helps me to be aware of my thoughts that are sabotaging me in a way, because sometimes your own mind is working against you. So you have to be mindful and understand when is it happening. And as I said previously, just try to be aware of your thoughts and do not act upon what your mind is saying at the moment. I'm gonna go quick to the other question. It's from Mihaela. I think she's a Romanian. How do you balance work and taking care of yourself? I feel like I'm always too busy to relax. That's such a relatable question, because many times I feel that I don't have time to work out. I don't have time to like face care routine, to fix my hair properly. Actually, this is all about discipline. One of the biggest parts that I've noticed, what makes you not to be disciplined, is, I don't know how it's related to it. How the food habits and discipline is related. I have no idea. I have to do a research about it, because I've noticed, and it's crazy, whenever I am disciplined with my diet, with my food, I eat like 1 or 2 meals a day, everything is perfect. I get disciplined. I do all my work. I can do a lot of stuff in the house. Like, I finish everything so quick. Once I start eating bad, like always snacking, always just thinking about food and all this, I can get any work done. And definitely this is this habit comes from anxiety and from depression. I wouldn't say depression really, but it's anxiety, because when you are anxious or frustrated or you have a problem, you start eating. It's emotional eating, so it's very related. Emotional eating, discipline, and work done. I wanted to give you an example before I go to the next question. For example, I say I'm gonna go and put a mask on my face and do a full creams and oils and everything on my face, and then I'm thinking, okay, first I'll go to the kitchen, grab some snacks, and then I'll do this. And then I find myself snacking for 2 hours and I haven't done the cream, and then I feel guilty of it. So it's really, really related to the food habit. It's from Priya. How do you find meaning when things get hard? Priya, thank you for this question. It's something we all struggle with. I always take like something that's really hard on me, or something that I can't process it, and you're gonna be surprised, but I'm gonna tell you this right now. My husband is in a situation, I don't want to mention it, but he's in a situation that maybe many women will be crying in a corner of the room. But I said, thanks God for this hard time that was given to me, because I trust God and I know He has given us this test that, first of all, will make us stronger. Once we pass it, we will be happier than even before. And third thing is that there is a lot to learn from everything that goes on your life, from things that you can't even imagine, like from the worst things that can like as worst the experiences, as more the goodness that you get from this experience. And but of course it's all about perspective, that I've talked in a previous podcast as well. You always have to have the positive mentality, and do not be a victim. Do not victimize yourself, because that's the worst thing you can do for your life, for your whole life, for your children even. So just don't be a victim, be a winner. You either learn or you either win, or anyways, either two you win. It's a win-win situation. So that's it. I hope that makes sense. The next question it's a guy. He asks, do you have any tips for practicing gratitude when life feels hard? Gratitude is, wait, let me get this question. Any tips for practicing gratitude when life feels hard? No, you practice gratitude even when life is hard, when life is not, it's perfect. Every single, like we in Islam, we have this thing that we have to be grateful for the bad and for the good, because we don't know, maybe the thing that we see it's bad for us, maybe that's even better than whatever we think, and we think it's bad, but actually that's better for us. So we in Islam, we say thanks God, Alhamdulillah, for every single thing, every single minute, like literally every single minute. Did the food fell on the floor and spoiled your kitchen? Say thank you, thanks God for it. Maybe that food was poisoned. Did your child fell and broke his hand? Okay, maybe if he did like another step, he would get hit by the car. I don't know. Anything that you can imagine, you just have to be grateful for. Okay, so I was saying we have to find gratitude in everything. I replaced the other camera with my phone camera because it got off. Just be a winner. Do not be a victim. Why would you be a victim? Why would you choose for yourself to be a victim? That's the worst thing you can do for your life. Don't forget that no one reached to the point where they are just perfect. They wake up perfect every day. They have a perfect life every day. They do not have problems. They do not have any issues in their life. No one reached to that point. Believe me, no one on earth. Not even, and nobody will, because that's not the purpose of life. Purpose of life is to worship one God and to raise with others in goodness. So guys, I hope you enjoyed this episode. Take care guys, and have a good day.